This YCN segment is brought to you by La Valley Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply.
Welcome, I'm Elizabeth D'Orazio, and I'm joined by Fred Hubley. He's a member of the Bradford Community Church, and as July starts to roll around the corner, they're gearing up their efforts to make sure that the Independence Day celebration is memorable for all the families in the area. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Now, the Bradford Community Church has had a long history of supporting the Independence Day celebration. Tell us a little bit about where you've come from.
Well, as coming to Bradford over 20 years ago, since I've been here, the town has always been having fabulous fireworks and things like that with the parade. But that was always after our Bradford fair at the church. Mm-hmm. We usually had a fair where there were a number of vendors who would come craft and show their local things there. Mm-hmm. And there would be food and some entertainment and things of that nature. But as we've grown, we've also realized that we are limited on the space mm-hmm. in terms of our particular grounds at the church. And we've also realized that part of our mission as the Bradford Community Church is to go out into the environment and to really do what Jesus did. Jesus didn't have a church that he stayed at. He went out into the environment and got to know the people and got to know some of their issues, talk with them, heal them, help them any way he can. Just show a lot of love. Mm-hmm. So at Bradford Community Church, our members and our friends of the church are attempting this year to do something different. Instead of having it at the church, mm-hmm. we're going to join with the town and have our event at the Brown Shattuck Field. And it's a great place to have it because there's lots of grass. Right. The kids can play. They can have field games that we'll be volunteering our time with nice. To try to get them involved in terms of all the different activities that they have there. There's relay races, sack races, balloon toss, apple pie eating contest that we're putting on. There's some free cookies and a coffee house type environment that we'll have so people can just come under a tent mm-hmm. and get out of the sun for a while if they need to and just share, talk, have some free drinks and some time to just share with the neighbors that they might not have seen and had any chance to talk to, if you will. It's sometimes the busyness of the fair makes it difficult, but we want to really create an environment that is worthy of having people to come together to get to know their neighbors better. Mm-hmm. As you know, our country's divided in so many ways. Right. Towns are divided in many ways too. But we have a great town in Bradford, and all the communities around us are a great town. They're great people. We love the towns, we love the people, and we just want them to all get together to know each other, hoping that they'll feel a little bit of that God's love that's there, and that they'll be able to share and just get to know their neighbors better so we can get along.
One thing that's really nice about small New England towns is the community churches that are there of all affiliations. Mm-hmm. You really do try to step out and serve everyone, whether yes. you're a member of the Bradford Community Church or not. You know, it is community, and it's really mm-hmm. nice to see people like yourself in your community stepping out to take that first initial movement toward healing, toward, okay, let's mm-hmm. just chat, let's just have a cup of coffee, you know. Yep. We sometimes forget when we see a lot of labels that we're people first. Well,
can I share something else with you?
Mm-hmm.
We used to be called the First Baptist Church Bradford. And because people wouldn't stop in necessarily because they thought you had to be Baptist, we decided to change our name. And we found that there are new people now joining in our church worship services and the other things that we perform, because we have prayer study, Bible study, our prayer meetings, and we have a lot of functions. We have AA at the church, we have Girl Scouts at the church, we've had Boy Scouts at the church, and other functions that we really just give an opportunity to use our facilities. So it's been really good in terms of just people understanding now that Bradford Community Church is a church who cares about the people in the community. Mm-hmm. And by offering ourselves as volunteers with Devin Pendleton, who's in charge of the town's portion of the Independence Day Parade and the celebration at Brown Shattuck, it makes it really a great opportunity for everyone to just kind of get together and have some fun. And at a reasonable price too, because like I said, a lot of the food that we're doing at that event mm-hmm. is free. Mm-hmm. So come on down and have a good time.
Sounds wonderful. Well, thank you, and to thank you for all of your members. So if you don't have any plans, make sure you stop by the town of Bradford. They're having a wonderful Independence Day celebration, and it sounds like the wonderful people at the Bradford Community Church are going to make you feel right at home.